The city of Surrey is proposing a road right through Bear Creek Park, and we're here to let the community know about what's at stake.
So we know that the road doesn't make sense from a traffic congestion standpoint. We know that it doesn't make sense from an environmental and financial standpoint because it's going to cost so much money. But I think the third thing, and something that's not talked about enough, is that according to the 2016 census, almost 60% of this Newton community is South Asian, Punjabi speaking predominantly. Yet the surveys that went out, none of them were in Punjabi. You speak to a lot of people in this community, they never even heard about this proposal happening. And so we came with signs that were in Punjabi. We talked to people in Punjabi and let them know that this is happening in their community. And it's once again this colonial system that continues to come to communities of color and poor people and says that this is what we're gonna do and it's for your best. What happened to community consultation? So right now you can see there's a great blue heron right over there. And if you don't stop and actually take a minute to take a look, you'll miss these things. But life is flourishing here. Even though it might not look like much, there's a lot going on here. And one of the projects that I've been actually very lucky to work on is called Park Prescriptions. And we all know that nature is good for us, but what we're actually now doing is prescribing it to patients because we know from evidence that X amount of time spent in nature is great for your health. It's great for our blood pressure, it's great for our heart rate, for our cholesterol. It's great for kids too. It can be just as effective as ADHD medications. It can help with short-sightedness. So we're just trying to, we know that nature is good for us, but now we're actually prescribing it in a clinical practice. So I was born and raised in Surrey, and we know that it doesn't always have the best reputation. That's why to be in a position of practicing medicine and learning about these things, I'm very proud to say that I'm born and raised here, and instead of thinking about just cars, we should be focusing on people-focused communities and instead of paving over green spaces. That's not how this works. Eka banao, park bachao.